So I am also recording this one so that in future you can use this video. So any physical system which does not automatically correct the variation in its output is called open loop system. For example, if I am going to get a result of, in place of 27 degrees centigrade, I am going to get a temperature of 30 degrees centigrade. So any system which cannot automatically correct itself, this is called open loop system. Or another definition is control system in which the output quantity has no effect upon the input quantity are also called an open loop system. So output quantity has no effect on the input quantity because there is a no path that exists between the output and input. So output quantity has no effect on the input. So it is called an open loop system. Example, ceiling fan, already हम discuss कर चुके हैं. Power plant, of course without feedback. Another thing is the output is not feedback to the input for corrections. So there is a no path that exists between the output and input. That's why it is called open loop system. In open loop system, the output can be varied by manually varying the input. यार बार-बार आप लोग आते रहोगे तो मैं पढ़ाऊंगा कब?
Excuse me, sir. Can you change the ink of the pen to a light?
What? Okay. Yeah. Bye. So in the control system, the output can be varied by varying the input manually. For example, I have to increase the speed of the fan, so I have to manually change the input. So now I'm going to manually change the regulator speed, regulator position, so it will control the output variation. ये point clear है? जहां आपको नहीं समझ में आएगा, please ask a question.
So please repeat.
So in the open loop system, the output is going to be changed with the help of input by manually changing the input values. For example, there is a ceiling fan and you want to increase the speed of the fan. Then what you have to do? You have to change the position of the regulator. Now, initially it was running on third. So now if you are going to change it from third to fourth, then the speed of the fan is going to be increased. So you are manually changing the input to change the to vary the output. अभी आपको समझ में आ जाएगा थोड़ा डिटेल में जब आप क्लोज लूप में भी जाएंगे. So examples are traffic signal, washing machine, bread toaster, etc. It has open loop system has a certain advantages. क्या क्या है? It is simple to design. ये मैं नोट्स भेज दूंगा आपको. Simple to design. Of course, since there is a no path, no feedback path, so it is easy, or the system is easy to design. It means less complex. Since we have no feedback path, so it means the requirement of the circuit is also less, so it is more economical. Third one is easy to maintenance, because there is a no complex circuit, so it is easy, always easy for maintenance, and it is highly stable system. Highly stable का क्या मतलब है कि for example आपकी fan की speed आई certain revolution per minute, so now it is not going to be fluctuate. While in the case of closed loop system, initially it goes to this, for example at this position. Now you know that the desired one is this one. So you are sending some information. Now again it is going to increase this one. Again you are going to send some information. So now it will reach here. So there is a lot of fluctuation in the closed loop system. While in the open loop system, even though it is giving an error, but it is always stable as compared to the closed loop system. कैसे? फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू नीड अ स्पीड ऑफ फैन 60 revolution per minute at 4. When the position of the regulator is at 4, you need a 60 revolution per minute. But at the position of 4, it is giving 30 revolution per minute. But it is constant, so it is more or less stable. While in the case of AC, when there is a change in the temperature, then it will fluctuate its temperatures. So now initially it was 27. For example, the room temperature is 27. Of course, it is constant. But as soon as the temperature of the room goes increases, again the AC have to revert to maintain that temperature. So it is fluctuating. So it is less stable as compared to the closed loop system, is less stable as compared to the open loop system. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है. इन जनरल मैं इसको वाइवा में पूछता हूं, एंड दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम सब बच्चे ये कहते हैं कि फीडबैक सिस्टम और क्लोज लूप सिस्टम इज मोर स्टेबल एज कंपेयर टू द ओपन लूप सिस्टम. तो इस पॉइंट को रिमेंबर रखेंगे. बट देयर आर सर्टेन डिसएडवांटेजेस. इट इज नॉट एक्यूरेट बिकॉज रूम का टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज हो गया इवन दो फैन की स्पीड कांस्टेंट है. सो इट इज नॉट एक्यूरेट एंड रिलायबल व्हेन द इनपुट और सिस्टम पैरामीटर्स आर वेरिएबल इन नेचर. For example, because of certain reason, there is a heat dissipation within the circuit. It is not going to control it. It will give a wrong output. Now, recalibration of the parameters are required time to time. So time to time, we have to check it that it is giving a 60 revolution per minute or not, or we have to change certain things. For example, we have to change the condenser. So it is required time to time recalibrate that system. Now, what is closed loop system? So there is a system, then there is an output, there is an input, and from output there is a path to the input. That is known as feedback, or certain time, for example, it is also known as transducer. Now, as you can see in this figure, there is a path that exists between the output and input. So in output information is going to feed back to the input so that it can recalibrate itself to minimize the error. So closed loop system in which the output has an effect upon the input quantity in order to maintain the desired output value are called closed loop system. So for example, I have a desired value, this one. Initially I am getting this response. So now I am going to send a certain information to the input that the output is not accurate. So it is going to change certain things or certain variables to increase this value. Now it goes to this position. Now the error is reduced. While initially the error is this one, now it is recalibrated itself. System knows that how we are going to change this variable so that to achieve this particular value. Now the error is less. So we are continuously sending the output information to the input so that it can automatically recalibrate itself so that we can achieve a better accuracy. Automatic electric iron or missile हो गया, missile launcher. If the object changes its position, the missile will also change its location, its coordinates. ऐसी guided missiles होती हैं जो ऑब्जेक्ट के साथ मूव करती हैं. सो ऑटोमेटिक ये मशीन्स होती हैं और मिसाइल्स हैं. यहां तक क्लियर है सबको? What is the difference between the open loop system and closed loop system?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now,
yes, sir.
हाँ पूछिए. अच्छा चलिए देखते हैं. एडवांटेज क्या है? इट इज मोर एक्यूरेट. आपको दिखाई देगा इस ग्राफ में, इट इज मोर एक्यूरेट. सो मोर एक्यूरेट ऑपरेशन देन दैट ऑफ ओपन लूप कंट्रोल सिस्टम. कैन ऑपरेट एफिशिएंटली व्हेन इनपुट और सिस्टम पैरामीटर्स आर वेरिएबल इन नेचर. फॉर एग्जांपल रूम में कोई एंट्री कर गया, टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज हो गया, इमीडिएट आउटपुट से इंफॉर्मेशन गई इनपुट को, उसने अंदर अपने वेरिएबल को चेंज किया. नाउ अगेन द टेम्परेचर इज 27 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड. Of course, compressor का work increase कर गया and it maintains the temperature 27 degrees centigrade. Even though there is a change in the parameters, it will automatically rectify itself. So it gives a more reliable and more accurate result. High bandwidth operation मैं आपको आगे बताऊंगा कैसे. Time to time recalibration of the parameters is not required because we are continuously sending an output information to input, so it will automatically recalibrate itself. But the major disadvantage is it becomes a too costly system because you are extra adding this circuit, so that will increase the cost of the system, that will increase the complexity of the system. Also, the system is less stable. As you can see that there is a fluctuation from here to here, again it goes to increase. So it is less stable as compared to the open loop system. So जो open loop system के advantages थे, that will become a disadvantages of closed loop system. कोई चीज पूछनी है किसी को? Otherwise, we are going to move a new chapter that is known as block diagram or block reduction techniques. So block diagram. कोई सी मेरी handwriting poor है because first time I'm using this one. Now, rule number 1. Combining the block in a cascade. इसका क्या मतलब होगा? For example, right now I am dealing, every plant is going to be represented by a block. So for example, I have a particular plant which have a gain of epsilon double 1, and there is another plant whose gain is epsilon 1 2, and input is A. So what is an output? Y. So इस rule में क्या लिखा? Combining the block which are cascade. So now they are in series or they are in cascade. So I am going to combine this block. So these two blocks are going to be replaced by epsilon 1 into epsilon 1 2. Of course, by assuming that the gain of this one is 1. If there is a certain amount of quantity was written here, then we have to write it here also. Now 1, then there is an A and there is a Y. So Y is equal to A multiplied with this one. So combine the block which are in cascade. Rule number 1. Now rule number 2. Combining the parallel blocks. Combining parallel blocks. यहां देखेंगे इस पैरेलल ब्लॉक को हम क्या कहते हैं? कंबाइनिंग फीड फॉरवर्ड पाथ्स. जैसा कि आपने क्लोज लूप सिस्टम में देखा था, we are sending an output information to the input, then we are calling it feedback. अगर फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन इंफॉर्मेशन को भेज गए then it is called feed forward. इसका क्या मीनिंग निकल गई है? I have a 2 plants epsilon 1 2 sorry, and then there is a epsilon 1 also, and then there is an output. यहां मैंने एक समर लगा दिया है. समर मान लेता हूं पॉजिटिव है, and the input is A. So signal कैसे जाएगा? एक यहां जाएगा, एक यहां जाएगा. Again ये this will come here and this will come here. So इसको मैं रिप्लेस कर सकता हूं किससे? सिंगल ब्लॉक epsilon 1 1 plus epsilon 1 2, because they are going to be add here, and then there is an input A and then there is an output Y. So Y will become A epsilon 1 1 plus epsilon 1 2. And since there is a path from input to output, but it is in the forward direction. You can see here, there is a forward direction path. So we called it feed forward path. ये पॉइंट क्लियर है? Now, rule number 3. ये पॉइंट ध्यान रखेंगे. Moving the branch point ahead of the block. Moving the branch point ahead of the block. क्या इसका मीनिंग है? Sir, in the previous rule, what is the end of the output? So in the previous rule, the end of the output is y is equal to a epsilon 11 plus epsilon 12. Because epsilon, there are two parallel blocks in the forward direction. So we are going to add those two. समझ में क्या था आपके? अगर आपको याद होगा तो यहां से एक पाथ आ गया था, यहां से एक पाथ आ गया था. epsilon 11, epsilon 12. एक बार फिर से देख लेते हैं. And the output is y. So we are going to replace this one by epsilon 11 plus epsilon 12. Plus sign depends upon this one. If I am going to replace this by minus sign, so here will become minus sign. And then a is going to be multiplied with this one. So output y is this one. अभी क्या क्वेश्चन है? ठीक है
सर, जो ये आउटपुट जा रही है एप्सिलॉन 11 और एप्सिलॉन 12 की, ये जो सिंबल है ये क्या है?
ये वाला सिंबल. कौन सा सिंबल? ये एप्सिलॉन, ये जो बना
लास्ट में जो सिंबल आप
दिस वन, इस सिंबल को पूछ रहे हो? दिस वन इज समर. समेशन का साइन ये भी. तो आपका एक यहां से आया और एक यहां से आया, आपने यहाँ प्लस प्लस लगाया था. इट मींस बोथ आर गोइंग टू बी ऐड. अगर मैं सिंबल को नहीं लगाता तो वो मल्टीप्लाई हो जाता ना. आप पॉइंट
सर
तो समर मैंने लगा. ये पॉइंट क्लियर है?
Sir, can we go back to the last slide, please?
We can't go back to the last slide because I am writing on an iPad.
Oh, okay, so no problem.
We are recording this session, so you can go and see that one. Even though
All right.
you can also ask
All right, thank you, sir.
during the time of tutorial.
Okay, sir.
Fine. Now, moving rule number 3, moving the branch point ahead of the block. अगर कुछ पॉइंट अभी आपको क्लैरिटी नहीं आ रही है, we will do a number of examples, you will understand what was going on. ये सिंपल स्टेप में मैं आपको तोड़ के बता देगा हूं. Epsilon 11 and this one is, for example, a is an input. Now what will be the output here? So a is going this way also, a is also going this way. So here the output y is equal to a into epsilon 11 and the output at this position is a. Now third rule says moving the branch point ahead of the block. So this one is a branch point, we have to move it ahead of the block. क्या करने को मैं कह रहा हूं उससे? Epsilon 11 and then there is an output and we move this branch to this place. So ultimately यहाँ output तो same है, a into epsilon 11 if a is here, but a epsilon यहाँ output क्या आ रहा है? a into epsilon 11, but मुझे क्या output चाहिए था? a. हम सिस्टम में कोई मॉडिफिकेशन तो कर नहीं गए. So now we are going to be write it this one. So if you are going to move this branch point ahead of the block, then you have to divide it by the gain of that block. ये पॉइंट समझ में आया?
Sir, can you repeat?
So moving the branch point ahead of the block. Initially the output at this branch is A and the output at this branch is Y is equal to, क्या हो गया? At this position it is Y is equal to A into epsilon 1. At this position it is A. So if we are moving this branch ahead of this block, so what we have to do? At this branch we are getting the same output, so we do not have to do anything. Since we move this branch to at this position, so now here the output is A into epsilon 1 1. So that will also go into this one. So we have to divide it by epsilon so that we can get an output of A. So if we are moving a branch ahead of the block, then we have to divide that branch by the gain of that block diagram. So gain of that block diagram is epsilon 1. So we have to divide this branch by epsilon 1.
सर एक बार ये दोबारा समझा तो, समझ नहीं आया डिवाइड क्यों हुआ।
बेटा इस वाले सर्किट डायग्राम में देखो, यहाँ ए क्या आ गया, इनपुट में ए आया, going to be multiplied with this one. आउटपुट इस पोजीशन पे क्या आएगा?
y which is a into epsilon 1 1.
epsilon into 1 1 वो सेम यहाँ भी फ्लो कर रहा है, इसका भी इनपुट
राइट।
अगर मैं यहाँ ब्लॉक डायग्राम नहीं लगाता तो आउटपुट क्या आता इस पोजीशन पे? वही आता जो आपने भेजा है।
हाँ,
तो हमको क्या चाहिए इस ब्रांच के आउटपुट पे? इनिशियली क्या था?
अच्छा ए चाहिए आउटपुट। ऑलराइट,
आप कुछ चेंज नहीं कर सकते सर्किट डायग्राम में। ओनली टू सिंप्लीफाई इट you are moving this branch to this position.
All right.
It cannot be changed, so we have to divide it by epsilon 1 1 so that we can get A here at the output of this position. So if you are moving any branch ahead of the block diagram, then you have to divide by the gain factor of that block diagram. So this branch is going to be divided by this epsilon 1 1, which is the gain of this particular value. इसमें किसी को डाउट है तो पूछ लीजिए दोबारा। Now rule number 4 is exactly opposite of this one. क्या है? अगर मैं किसी ब्रांच को, if we are moving any branch back to the before the block diagram, then we have to multiply it. देखते हैं कैसे। So rule number 4, moving branch before the block diagram, branch point before the block, क्या होगा? इसका क्या मीनिंग है? एग्जांपल है epsilon 1 1 and then there are two values. So this is a branch point. So here the input is A, the output is A into epsilon 1 1. Here the output is also A into epsilon 1 1. Now we want to move this branch point before the block diagram. It means so यहाँ तो आपका A into epsilon 1 1 ही आ रहा है, if A is an input जो कि इसके साथ मैप कर रहा है, but here the output is A, and what is the output is required? A into epsilon. So again we have to put it epsilon 1 1 here, so that we can get an output is A epsilon 1 1. So if we are moving a branch point before the block diagram, then we have to multiply the gain of this one to the branch, that particular branch, gain of that block to that particular branch. जैसे भी आपने डिवीजन किया था, when we are moving ahead of the block diagram, then you have to divide that branch by the gain factor, and if you are doing the opposite thing, then you have to multiply it. यहाँ डाउट है तो पूछ लीजिए, because again now we are getting the same output. कुछ पूछना है बेटा?
नो सर।
चलिए आगे चलते हैं। नाउ रूल नंबर 5. So moving summing point ahead of the block. कैसे? Here input is A, here the input is B. मैंने दोनों जगह समेशन ले रखा है. So यहाँ पे आउटपुट क्या आएगा? A plus B. And now this A plus B is going to be multiplied with epsilon. So overall output is A plus B into epsilon 1, which is equivalent to A epsilon 1 plus B epsilon 1. Now moving the summing point ahead of the block. Now we are going to move the summing point ahead of the block. So block diagram के आगे आगे आपका summing point. आउटपुट आपको क्या चाहिए था? A epsilon plus B epsilon. अगर इसके इनपुट पे मैं A देगा था, मैंने समिंग पॉइंट को यहां मूव कर दिया. सो आउटपुट यहां से क्या आएगा? A epsilon 1 आएगा आउटपुट. इट मींस अगर B है तो B में भी epsilon 1 का इंडिविजुअल मल्टीप्लीकेशन करना पड़ेगा. एंड नाउ द आउटपुट इज A epsilon plus B epsilon. So that particular branch is going to be multiplied with epsilon 1 so that the output remains same. Now the output is same with this one and this one. Siddhant. Hello. Siddhant.
यस सर.
हाँ क्लियर है?
यस सर.
कोई वरीड होने की बात नहीं है. We will do a number of questions on that one, so it will crystal clear you that how you are going to change all those things. Now rule number 6. Moving the summing point before the block. Initial केस में A epsilon 1 था बिफोर द समिंग ब्लॉक. यहाँ पे आपके पास समेशन साइन है. यहां से आपने एक इनपुट दिया है B, यहाँ A दिया तो यहाँ क्या पहुंचेगा? A into epsilon 1. अगर मेरे पास दोनों समर है, समर में आप प्लस माइनस भी डाल सकते हैं. सो हियर द आउटपुट इज A epsilon 1 plus B. Now if we are moving this summer point before the block diagram, what will happen? So A summing point and then there is a block of epsilon 1. So यहां से तो दिखाई देगा है कि अगर आएगा कोई चीज, सो A अगर कोई समिंग नहीं हो तो A into epsilon 1 आता. समिंग पॉइंट से एडिशन क्या था मेरा? B. So B, now the output is A plus B and the output will become A plus B into epsilon, which is not equivalent to this one. यहां पे एक्स्ट्रा फैक्टर क्या आ रहा है? A epsilon 1 तो ठीक है, B epsilon 1 में ये epsilon ज्यादा आ रहा, तो we have to divide this one. So now we are going to put here 1 by epsilon 1. So output at this position is B divided by epsilon 1 and here A. So here the input is A plus B by epsilon 1. and the output comes out to be A epsilon 1 plus B. So both are equivalent. ये पॉइंट क्लियर है? So summing point को अगर before move कर गए हैं तो that connected branch is going to be divided by the gain factor. Now this rule number 7. Removing minor feedback. फीडबैक क्या अभी जो हम यूज कर रहे थे आइदर वो फीड फॉरवर्ड था. सो इफ दिस इज एन इनपुट ऑफ CS प्लांट, सॉरी इसको हम क्या लेंगे यहाँ पे GS. So this one is GS, output is CS, input is R, and then there is a feedback of HS which comes from plus or minus कुछ भी हो सकता है. Either it can be a positive feedback, it can be a negative feedback. So positive feedback or negative, and if we are going to merge this one, so the output corresponding to this one is GS upon 1 minus plus GSHS. Minus plus का मतलब if there is a positive sign here, then there will be a negative sign here. If there is a negative sign here, then there is a positive sign at this position. So now the overall circuit will become R GS upon 1 minus plus GSHS, and output is CS. So you are removing the minor feedback. This minus is corresponding to a positive feedback. Positive feedback. And this plus is corresponding to a negative feedback. ठीक है? थोड़ा सा पेशेंस रखिए, समझ में आ जाएगा आपको ब्लॉक डायग्राम पूरा. नाउ हाँ बोलिए.
सर ये जो रिप्लेस किया था अभी आपने जो वैल्यू डाली वो हमने ऐसा क्यों किया?
अल्टीमेटली फॉर एग्जांपल हम ये क्यों रूल पढ़ रहे हैं मैं आपको बताता हूँ. मान लीजिए मैंने आपको एक प्लांट का सर्किट डायग्राम ऐसा कुछ दिया, G2 G3, there is a summer here, then negative feedback here, then there is a forward path G3, then there is a G2 or G7 जो भी है. This will go to here, and from here to here there is this one, and then it comes out to here, there is summation, then there is an output, and there is an input. I want a transfer function of this one. What is output by input? So can you tell me? नहीं बता पाओगे आप मुझे, लेकिन अगर मैं
अंडरस्टूड
है ना यहाँ मूव कर दिया होता, then there is a negative feedback. आपको पता है इसके corresponding क्या होगा. So you are going to replace this one with a single box. Then these two boxes are cascade in nature. You are again going to replace with single box. These two are parallel in nature. You are going to replace with single box. Now these two are cascade in nature. You are going to replace with a single box. That single box expression is nothing but y. Point समझ में आ गया? Because a complete system there is number of control blocks. So ultimately what will be the transfer function of that particular system? So we have to merge all those small boxes. So how we are going to play with those boxes, we have to follow for these rules. Now there is a procedure. ये प्रोसीजर आप फॉलो अप करेंगे तो आपका बहुत इजी हो जाएगा. स्टेप नंबर 1, रिड्यूस. हम यही फॉलो अप करेंगे, जैसा मैं बता रहा हूं आप वैसा करते जाएंगे, देखिएगा बहुत इजीली हो जाएगा. द ब्लॉक्स कनेक्टेड इन सीरीज. सीरीज का मतलब कास्केड. फर्स्ट स्टेप आपके पास होना चाहिए कि मेरे सर्किट डायग्राम में जो भी सीरीज में है, वी आर गोइंग टू कनेक्ट ऑल दोस थिंग्स. ठीक है. सेकेंड स्टेप मीन्स reduce the blocks connected in पैरेलल। पैरेलल का मतलब है फीड फॉरवर्ड, फीडबैक को पैरेलल में नहीं कहते हैं। फीड फॉरवर्ड का मतलब दोनों सिग्नल का डायरेक्शन फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन में होना चाहिए। ये पॉइंट क्लियर है? सो दिस वन इज अ फीड फॉरवर्ड और पैरेलल। अगर ये सिग्नल का डायरेक्शन आपका ये होता, then this one is a feedback. This is not a parallel one. Now third step is reduce the minor internal feedback, जो हमने लास्ट में किया था, minor internal feedback loops. Now step number 4, as far as possible, ये आप सब लोग इंप्लीमेंट करेंगे, try to shift the takeoff points, जो मैंने डॉट लगाया था ब्रांच में, towards right and summing point to the left. हम इन जनरल कोशिश करेंगे कि जो मेरे पास फॉर एग्जांपल ये है, ऐसा कुछ है, हम समिंग पॉइंट को जितनी कोशिश हो सकता है लेफ्ट साइड में मूव कराएंगे एंड टेक ऑफ पॉइंट्स को हमेशा राइट साइड में मूव करने की कोशिश करेंगे। हम एक कन्वेंशन मान लेंगे, आइदर मेरा डिवीजन होगा या मल्टीप्लीकेशन होगा, बट अगर आप चारों रूल फॉलो अप करते तो आपको बार-बार दिमाग लगाना पड़ेगा इसमें डिवीजन करना है या मल्टीप्लीकेशन करना फैक्टर। तो हम एक फिक्स कर लेते हैं, हम हमेशा टेक ऑफ पॉइंट को राइट साइड में मूव करेंगे एंड समिंग पॉइंट को लेफ्ट साइड में, तो हमें कंफ्यूजन नहीं होगा कभी। Now the next point, fifth, repeat step 1 to 4 till simple form is obtained. ठीक है, अब हम एक सिंपल सा एग्जांपल देखने की कोशिश करते हैं। जितना ये डिफिकल्ट अभी लग रहा है देखने में, इतना डिफिकल्ट है नहीं। G1, G2, then there is a G3, G4, G3, they are going to be merged here, summing point plus, and then there is a feedback of H1 from this position, and then there is another feedback of H2 from the output. This is negative, this is negative, this one is RS, the output is CS. ठीक है, यहां पे आउटपुट आ रहा है। नाउ सबसे पहले देखना कोई चीज कास्केड में है क्या या सीरीज में। यस, तो हमने क्या किया, ये सीरीज में था तो मैंने इसको रिप्लेस कर दिया। सो नाउ इन द सीरीज दे आर गोइंग टू बी मल्टीप्लाई। अच्छा, जहां पे कुछ नहीं लिखा होता वहां पॉजिटिव होता है, यहां कुछ नहीं लिखा है, इट हियर इज इट इज पॉजिटिव, हियर इज इट पॉजिटिव, जो भी है। नाउ मुझे चेक करना है, अभी कोई सीरीज में तो है नहीं, but there is a parallel or not? Yes, there is a parallel of G1 and G2. So again we are going to replace this one. देखो दोनों फीड फॉरवर्ड थे तो मैंने रिप्लेस कर दिया, G3 plus G4। Third step is removing the minor internal feedback. This is a negative feedback system. So now we are going to remove this one. हमने क्या लिखा था उसके लिए? G1. So in place of G1 here G1 plus G2 divided by 1. Negative था तो positive sign. H1 G1 G2. ये point clear है? Now again these two are in series, so multiply it. And then again this one is a complete feedback of this one. Minor feedback. Replace this one. So ultimately आपको achieve हो जाएगा. बार-बार लोग login कर गए. So now I'm going to end this meeting. ठीक है? हेलो.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है? Next lecture पे यही.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.